My name's Bill. I have April behind the camera.
Hi guys!
And we're thrifting for treasure. Today we thought we would share our weekend of hauls that we picked up from mostly one estate sale. There was another estate sale and church sale that a couple of these items are from, but just wanted to share everything that we got today.
Might as well start with the lamppost.
This lamppost blow mold. I'll also say some of this, we don't even know if it's worth anything. We were getting such crazy good deals. Thank you and shout out to Patriot Estate Sales based out of Cincinnati, Ohio. They gave us a great deal on a lot of items, but
they're one of our favorites.
So first off, this blow mold, North Pole / Santa.
It goes
sign.
all the way to the floor.
Yeah, so it needs a little bit of cleaning, but it was too cool. I think it was marked 20 bucks.
Not sure if we're selling or keeping yet.
We got picked up a bunch of vintage keyboards. Sometimes keyboards, usually Apple in particular, but sometimes we've done really well with some vintage keyboards, some vintage electronic stuff here. We got some memory cards, some sealed Spark. I think it's kind of like a zip disk drive, and somewhere around here, right here is the actual drive itself, which is sealed, so we'll probably pair those together. We got a die-cast car, apparently.
Oh no, it was sealed. I just stuck it in my bag.
A little Dell laptop. Again, sometimes these, like the unique ones, can do well. Vintage radio, spell checker, an old TI calculator. We got these realistic headphones that are in the box. I think that's worth like 20 bucks. Again, some old electronic stuff.
It was definitely a fun digging sale.
An old trackball mouse. This is new in the box. One of the better things I think we probably got is this Wii bundle. It seems to be complete in the box with the Mario game. So that was a pretty cool pickup. Got some digital camera, Canon A75. We got a Canon CR70.
I looked that one up
camcorder.
while I was putting the table together. I think it's like a $60 camera, so that's pretty nice.
We got an old wooden box with a microscope, apparently.
Hey, don't laugh.
In the front here we have some, this is the Sunshine Family dolls. This was from another estate sale. We got those along with a tub of Barbies
we got that
up front.
and this whole box here of Barbie for like 25 for all of that.
And underneath there we like to pick these up. These really cool old,
you can stick them in the Barbie box,
decorations. Sometimes
like, look how cool those are.
We saved them from a landfill, guys. Like, look at that owl. Who doesn't want that on their wall or their door for Halloween?
Who doesn't want that? Okay, that was bad.
We got a couple Christmas Village pieces, accessories. April picked up a whole box of little presidential figures. And I think we've had these before. But
yeah, I looked them up. I can't remember the price, but I do know it was a pretty decent price. So they're easy listers.
Got some vintage gloves. I'm not sure if these are the ones, guys, but this is it's the brand. It's called Lamont. There's a pair out there that sells really well. I'll try to flash a picture on the screen, but it's because I believe it's because they're the ones that were used by Freddy Krueger in the
Yeah, they have like
Nightmare on Elm Street movies.
Yeah, so they have like stripe, like I think three little stripes or something on them.
Yeah, so
those are not them.
Be on the lookout for those, but these can still do pretty good. Not sure what's under here. Oh, that was a hard drive. So we got a whole box of vintagey computer parts and drives. So.
Everything on our table is vintagey.
Honestly, I don't even know what's in here, but I didn't even look in the box. There's like mounts for floppy drives. There's a bunch of sealed old mice, some old hard drives, some different computer parts.
The sale was so busy that I found this entire box and just was like, "Do you want this?" And he kind of carried the whole box, and we bought it as is. We'll treasure hunt through it later.
We also picked
careful
up
with those.
Yeah, we also picked up 2 Barbie cases full of Barbies.
Three.
And 3 cases full of clothes, along with
We love Barbies.
a Barbie costume.
It's complete and it's beautiful. It's a
actually
wedding
really
dress
nice
Barbie.
shape. So that might be April's costume this year.
Yep.
While she's handing out candy.
Trick or treat.
The other thing we picked up with the tote of Barbies is a bunch of old McDonald's employee pins. It was really cool.
Yeah, just the nostalgia was too cool to pass up.
They weren't super cheap. I think we paid like $60 for them.
But there were 2 big coins, like larger McDonald's coins that were inside of there that we've already listed for a combined $100. So
something like that. I'll flash those on the screen, but yeah, they're too cool. They were too cool to leave. There's like 150 pins too. So another thing we got this is
my favorite thing.
for our yard.
There's Blazy back there.
For our yard, we got a old bird bath. We really like the color on that. And maybe one of the finds from
the coolest find
from the weekend is potentially these folding chairs.
We have 4. I didn't want to put all of them together though.
So we picked these up at a church sale. These are made of lucite. And if you're not familiar, lucite is a vintage material that has a lot of value. It's rather expensive now. And these were at the church sale listed for $5 each. And I'm like, it said lucite chairs, $5 each. And so they were really too cool. The actual seats just pop out and the chair folds up. You don't have to pop it out to fold them up though. But I'll flash what I think is the value on the screen
Of the set of 4.
for the set of 4. I think they might be in the neighborhood of $800 to $1,000.
And there's actually a sold comp for 4 for that price.
I don't know if I want to ship these or not, but they're all in really good shape. So they're pretty cool. So we couldn't leave them behind for $20.
And the lady said she's had them for like years and years and years. And I walked by them twice, and then he finally saw them. And as we were checking out, people were like going crazy over them, like the workers, because they couldn't believe they were there and they missed them.
Oh, well, the other thing I was just thinking, we're gonna go back for day
what's
3.
in the wooden box, Bill?
There's a wooden box back here that's hiding. So this is a vintage Erector set. So
now I found this particular sale had hundreds and hundreds of Erector sets. Like it was insane. And they're all old vintage Erector sets. We don't know a lot about them, but I found this one kind of hidden in the cabinet, and there was that paper. I'm not going to open it because there's personal information on it, but it's an older eBay receipt where he purchased this kit for like $89.95 plus shipping. Oh no. So I just threw it in the bag. I figure I would go through and check it out later, but once again, it was too cool to pass up. And on the eBay slip, it said it was from like the 1930s.
Yeah, so this sale has an absolute ton of Erector sets down in the basement. So we're gonna go back on day 3 and see what's left, see if there's any sets left, and see what we can find or maybe make a deal on. So
who knows?
We will.
But I think that's pretty good for. I think we went 2 days, 3 days.
That was 2 days.
Yeah.
2 days. So we'll the next clip, if there is one, will probably be of whatever we've got on day 3.
Hopefully we have a lot of treasures to show you.
All right.
Stay tuned.
As you can see, we have a U-Haul truck. So we did something this morning. We bought what we think is the world's largest vintage Erector set collection.
We went back on day 3, which was half off, and they said half off or maybe more. Well, we got it at a great price. Yeah. So we did a thing.
This actually isn't even all of it. This is probably 2/3 of it.
There's probably 100 in the house already.
We started with a load in the Jeep and brought it into the house, and then we realized we really needed to go get a U-Haul in order to get the rest of it in one trip, because we were also crunched for time. We had to have it out of the house by a certain time. So yeah, we did this.
Yeah, this wouldn't fit on our table to display, so you get this kind of video. But they're all like vintage Erector sets.
Yes, it's going to be a jumbled mess. Most of them are, probably all of them are not going to be complete. We may not even try to complete them. We're not sure what we're going to do.
We may
yet.
just do parts, who knows. But we only paid $500 for everything. And like, we couldn't pass that up.
It was too good of a deal. The estate sale company was awesome. And yeah, so we're going to spend the next hour probably at least unloading these and getting them into the garage. And then we will show you another brief clip of all of them stacked in our garage. I'm sure it won't be pretty, but we'll be back. All right, we got it in the garage. I don't know how. We're about dead. But we got all of the items from the U-Haul out into our garage. Now we can hardly move in the garage at the moment. As you can see, there is an absolute ton of them. What do we have? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Somewhere in the neighborhood of 15 stacks of Erector sets that are all between like 15 and 20 sets high. And then lots of other random boxes with pieces and parts and smaller stuff in them. So we're pretty confident that there's over 200 Erector sets, almost all vintage. I mean, there's probably a couple of sets, couple pieces here, like in these
Here, pull one out
boxes,
so they can...
but that are newer. But just like this right here has 1933 on it as the likely date.
And that's what the owner collector had on it. Now, obviously,
they're not going to be complete. Who knows? We're likely going to have to put them for sale as kind of like as is parts only thing,
because there's so many. We had to, like, this is, yeah.
Again, we got a killer deal from Patriot Estates. We got all these for basically a couple of dollars each, if that.
And that doesn't include all the, like, if you see, there's a ton of totes that are also just full of parts and pieces.
But it was the last day of the sale. I'm
but
sure.
Like, come on, like, check this out. Look at this. Like, look at that. And it has the display box to sit it on.
Yeah, just really cool sets, cool boxes. For hopefully there'll be some collectors out there that are interested. Like this is the helicopters. They're so heavy too. Like these weigh so much, but like when the sticker prices are $25, $30, so I saw one sticker price for over 100. Like to get them all for such a great deal, we had to buy our education. So we're gonna be learning a lot about vintage Erector sets. So, all right, guys, this is probably going to be the end of the video for now. So, thanks for watching. Don't forget to hit that like and subscribe button. It's free for you and it helps us out. And it lets you know when we post other, hopefully, cool videos.
And if you know anything about vintage Erector sets, please let us know in the comments.
All right, thanks, guys. We'll see you next time.
Bye.